The wine glasses were still on the table when she told me, "Mark, I can't make dinner tomorrow. Something came up at work." Tomorrow wasn't just dinner. Tomorrow was our 10th anniversary. At first, I laughed because it felt absurd. The table was set, candles ready to be lit, and she was already moving the pieces off the board before the game even began. But then I saw her eyes, sharp, restless, hiding something. My chest tightened, like the room had lost all its air. "You're serious?" I whispered. She hesitated, then nodded. "My boss needs me. It's important." Her boss. Always her boss. The man who called late at night. The man whose name made her smile in a way that used to belong to me. I'd noticed. I'd told myself not to. I'd swallowed the bitter taste, convincing myself it was paranoia. But tomorrow, our day, she was choosing him. That night, I couldn't sleep. She turned away from me in bed, her breathing steady, but my mind twisted with questions. What could possibly be more important than us? Than the decade we had built? I stared at the ceiling, feeling the cracks in our marriage widen like fault lines. My heart whispered excuses. Maybe it was really just work, maybe she felt pressured. But another voice, colder and sharper, told me I already knew the truth. The next morning, she dressed with unusual care. A silk blouse. Perfume she hadn't worn in years. Lipstick she once said was too bold for the office. "Late night?" I asked casually, sipping my coffee. She froze for a second. Just a second before smiling. "Yeah. I'll probably be back late too. Don't wait up." Her kiss on my cheek was quick, almost rehearsed. The door closed. The silence left behind felt heavier than her presence. I sat there, staring at my phone, scrolling through the unanswered texts I had sent her over the past months. "Dinner tonight? Miss you. Call me when you can." Half of them ignored. The other half met with curt replies. "Busy. Later. At work." Something inside me snapped. If she was lying, if I was just some fool playing house while she built another life with another man, I needed proof. Not rumors in my own head. Not paranoia. The truth. And I knew exactly where to find it. Her laptop sat on the kitchen counter. She always kept it there, tethered to work. She had once trusted me enough to give me her password, back when we shared everything. My hands shook as I typed it in. The screen unlocked. I told myself to stop, to close it, to wait until she came home and simply ask. But I couldn't. I was past the point of faith. Her email inbox flooded the screen. Reports, memos, newsletters, ordinary clutter. My pulse slowed, almost disappointed, until I saw a thread marked private. Dozens of messages. Not to me. Not about work. To him. I clicked. Her words were there in black and white. "I can't stop thinking about last night. The way you touched me. God, I shouldn't say this, but I've never felt so alive. Tomorrow, I'll tell Mark I'm working late again. He won't suspect a thing." I felt the blood drain from my face. Every sentence was a knife. I scrolled further, seeing their plans, their jokes about me, their stolen moments that mocked the years I thought were sacred. My hands clenched the edge of the counter until my knuckles burned. I wanted to scream. I wanted to smash the laptop. But beneath the rage, something colder took root. I wasn't going to confront her with words. I wasn't going to beg. She had chosen her boss over our anniversary. I was going to let her choke on her own betrayal. That evening, she came home late. Perfume still clinging to her, smile faint but there. "How was work?" I asked softly, hiding the storm in my chest. She shrugged, setting her bag down. "Exhausting. I'm going to shower." I nodded, watching her walk away, every step confirming the truth I had uncovered. The next morning, while she was in the shower, I forwarded the entire email thread, to myself, and to her company's HR department. When she stepped out, towel wrapped around her, she looked at me and smiled like nothing was wrong. "Coffee?" she asked. I handed her the mug without a word. My phone buzzed. A new message from HR, thanking me for bringing the matter to their attention. I slid the phone into my pocket, my face calm, my heart pounding. She had no idea her world was about to collapse. By the afternoon, her phone rang 3 times, each call sharper than the last. I watched her face pale, her hands tremble. She retreated to the bedroom, whispering into the phone, but the walls carried enough sound. Please no, it's not what it looks like. He must have. I almost laughed. Not what it looks like. The words of every guilty partner in history. When she came out, her eyes were wide with panic. Mark, did you send something to my office? I looked at her. Every ounce of love I once had replaced with a hollow ache. You chose him over me. Over us. I just chose to tell the truth. Her lips parted, but no words came. The days that followed were chaos. She lost her position. The man she risked everything for distanced himself the moment his reputation was on the line. She wandered the house like a ghost, trying to speak to me, trying to explain, but every explanation sounded like another lie. One night, she finally broke. Mark, I made a mistake. I didn't mean to. Please, we can fix this. We can start over. I stared at her, remembering the girl I had married, the one I had believed in. But all I saw now was a stranger who had gutted me and left me bleeding. No, I said quietly. You can't fix something you destroyed on purpose. I filed for divorce a week later. She begged, she cried, she raged, but nothing moved me. The day I left, I stood in the doorway of what had once been our home. The memories pressed down on me. The laughter, the love, the nights spent dreaming about forever. And then, like shadows chasing the light, came the memories of betrayal. I closed the door behind me. Sometimes, late at night, I still hear her voice in my head, whispering apologies I'll never believe. And I wonder, did she ever truly love me, or was I just a placeholder until someone more exciting came along? The thought haunts me, but the truth is clear. She chose her boss over our anniversary. I chose myself over her lies. And I'll never regret it.